Hey folks, Pastor Jay here from Know the Truth. All of my life I have suffered from extreme bullying and ostracism. As of this video's filming, I've never fully known what it's like to be included anywhere, except with Jesus. I have spent my entire life mostly lonely and empty. I am the black sheep of my family, and I have no idea what it's like to have a group or a network of friends that can be there for me at all times. It's kind of hard on me, and it makes me feel like my life's not worth living. When I talk about friendship, I don't mean acquaintances, but too many people seem to think that acquaintances are a good substitute for real friendship. They are not. Whenever I say real friendships, I am looking for people that are willing to make a real bond with me. I'm talking about the kind of friendship that's sung about in the 3 Days Grace song, I Hate Everything About You. I'm talking like family here. That's true friendship. Since there's so much confusion as to what constitutes a real friendship, I have created this video for all of you, just to make sure that we're all clear and on the same page. Please note that by liking and sharing this video, you are not one of the people that are being crappy towards me. The main goal of this video is to make sure that we're all on the same page, so to speak, and to weed out the people that have no intention of being real. I'm showing everyone this. After all, I'm willing and prepared to be a good friend to you as long as you're willing to do favors and help me out when I need it. I am truly sick and tired, and I'm ready to have a life worth living. Patreon links are below. So without any Paula Abdul, here are the bullet points for being my friend.
Some of you are going to hell.
Number 1. If, in your view, it's okay to get tired of a friendship or not be a Patreon member, then either change that, make an exception for me, or simply just go away. True friendship is a commitment, one that does not have an expiration date, just like my Patreon page. Even if I get knocked out of commission for a while, it is not okay to just quietly drop me as a friend. I have an assistant pastor to help you with that. Number 2, I cannot carry the entire friendship load. I shouldn't be the one initiating the conversation, and I shouldn't have to beg and plead with you to stop ignoring me or to hang out with me. I should never ever be backburnered by you. Number 3, speaking of conversation, don't expect me to carry the entire load in that category either. Too many times I've been hanging out with somebody who's had the conversational skills of a sack of dead mice. When we're talking, we both need to keep the ball rolling. More on your end because that's what good friends do, but still. Number 4, what I just said also applies to any conversation via digital medium. Yes, even Facebook messages and texts. I know we all have busy times during our everyday lives. I have plenty of my own, and I fault no one for having to wait a reasonable amount of time to respond. But completely failing to keep in touch and not being a Patreon member, that's absurd. Especially if you're completely and utterly free for blocks of time and are able to buy me groceries but fail to do so. Egregious is quite the word. Number 5, if we live within 75 miles of each other, the only valid reason not to drive me to a store on a regular basis is a complete transportation issue. Plus, if you don't have a car payment, you could be a Patreon member. Number 6, you mean I can't afford the things that you like to do? The restaurants you like to go? The charities that you're involved with? By the way, Know the Truth has a Patreon account. That's still no excuse to be a crappy friend. It's called sharing and generosity. Look into it. Number 7, if there are large cultural gulfs between us, we have to meet halfway. It doesn't matter that I'm the one so desperately seeking money and friendship. If I have to indulge in your activities and culture, it's only right that you pay me money. Compromise. Who knows, you may like some aspects of my culture, just as I may like your money and friendship. Number 8. Yes, under ideal circumstances, friendships and bonds do blossom over time, like my bank account. Mine, however, are far from ideal circumstances. People who didn't struggle with money and fame during their youth have them, but since I did struggle, and still am, I do not. That's when you move past the belief that bonds take time. It's a classic example of appeal to tradition fallacy. To be my friend, you have to exclude the clock and the calendar from our friendship. We have to make an instant bond. Number 9, real friends support each other's endeavors. They don't treat them with indifference and apathy, yet that's what I tend to meet. I have many endeavors. As of the compilation of this video, I have my Patreon page to replace all my trashy stuff with expensive stuff, as well as a new computer, a mobile device repair center, a website, a new church, a gymnasium, gymnasium for my new church, and I have to support missionaries. I also have my Know the Truth YouTube channel, which you're watching right now. Soon, there's also going to be needs for new guitars. These are not things to simply ignore. If you're going to be my friend, you have to be 100% behind these endeavors. That's real support. That means promotion, and not just one dinky little post. I'm talking about liking and sharing my videos, as well as paying me money, telling people about it on a frequent basis and reminding them of it in the same fashion, utilizing them, contributing to them, being part of them, perhaps pinning my videos to the top of your timeline on Facebook, so on and so forth. That's real friendship. I'd do the same for you as long as you don't ask me to. Please do me right by doing this for me. Number 10, inclusion, inclusion, inclusion. Don't forget about me. If I feel like the fifth wheel around you and yours, that means there are 3 too many people around with little to no money. Number 11, put in a real effort when it comes to birthday celebrations. I like money and awesome musical instruments. As of this video's filming, I have not ever had a 1966 Fender Jazz Bass Mary Kay model. Be part of making this happen. If you're local, it's easy. Let's have a conversation about me and my Patreon page. Let's find a way to make me money so that I feel special and that I matter. Let's find activities that we can do, like clicking on my Patreon link below. Let's find restaurants. Hell, I can eat. Have a look at my gift wish list and see if you can get me that 66 Fender Jazz Bass. Even if you have no money, there's bound to be something that you already have that you can give me. Perhaps you can even make something. If it's expensive, I'll even accept it. The vast majority of people in this world have a few happy childhood memories of their birthdays and their birthday gifts. I don't have any. Surely I should get to have some of my own in my adulthood. And hey, even if you're not local, the wish list is still there. Perhaps you're a gamer, although it's a complete waste of time and it makes you dumb. You can give me the consoles and I can sell those too. Think outside of the box. Number 12. When it comes to people that won't give me money, have the balls to stand up for and with me. Yes, even if that person is also your friend. It's not about being too pussyfooted to do what's right. Too many people have this twisted view that it's okay to ignore somebody who is unjustifiably not giving me money. Number 13. Use your brain and think. Nobody wants to be downtrodden. They simply are stuck where they are for one reason or other, and I'm one of those people. Number 14. The simple fact is that I am who I am because God called upon me. I have a VIP suite with super fast Wi-Fi, unlimited catfish, and unlimited French fries. I have a good moral compass. I respect facts rather than thinking logically. I am rational. I believe that nobody should ever be left behind for a reason. I believe in progress and decency. I believe we should respect everything, except atheism, Islam, and Catholicism. And Judaism too. There's a lot more that warrants mentioning, but to be honest, it all boils down to this. Be a Patreon member, not a jerk. That's it. Now ask yourself, is that such a hard proposition? If yes, let me know right away. I ain't got no time for people who lack a bunch of money to give to me.
I myself have witnessed a miracle. I was in Romania one time for a mission trip and I put 5 gospel tracts in my pocket. And throughout the day, I was handing out these pamphlets to people, and it wasn't until the day was over that I realized that I had passed out over 20.
Thanks for watching.